what I want to do right now is take 1 minute and go around it for any of the people that were there this weekend. Can you maybe write down or think through what is one tangible, specific thing that you walk with that would actually be of value of the people that weren't able to go? So when you look back over the weekend, we're not going to be able to duplicate the feeling of that. That was unbelievable. I honor each and every one of you guys that was there. That was super, super special, magical. Miracles were happening. That was exactly the intention. And so that was amazing. But for the people that weren't there, is there anything that you can think of throughout the weekend that you can say, oh my gosh, this right here can give me more time, give me more freedom, give me more money, give me more whatever it is? Is there anything tangible that you can think of from the weekend? I'm going to say mine. And it's not to steal Eric Zanatelli's thunder on that, but I just did it yesterday and this morning, and I was like, wow. So I'm going to say mine to get everybody started. But if anybody else is there, I'd love to hear from anybody about what a tangible item is that we could share with the group. We're going to do that for about 5 minutes, and we're going to go into some business planning here. So the biggest takeaway that I had from the weekend is that we all struggle with an abundant mindset. It was an overall big theme. And I started hearing from some people in there that somebody had found an app. Eric Zanatelli had found an app called Think Up. I want everybody to write this down. It is really easy for the technically challenged. I did it yesterday in like 4 seconds. It is so easy. And it gives you affirmations, whatever area of life you want to work on, and you record it in your voice, and then you can attach music to it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you have affirmations, reworking the conversations that you're having in your head. And I can tell you in 2 days, I did it yesterday and today, I was like, it's amazing what it can do. The psychologists will say 3 to 6 weeks that it takes to start retraining your brain. But what I heard from almost everybody is the voice in my head sometimes produces anxious, negative thoughts. How do I get those out, Derek? That was a very, very pervasive theme over the weekend. This is a path out. When your brain keeps hearing you say whatever you are affirming instead of the negative, anxious thoughts, over time, you literally can rewire your brain to be giving you more abundant thoughts. And once you get into more abundant thoughts, you get into an abundant life. That's what it comes about. Because here's the truth, guys. Ready for this? I'm going to just say this and I'm going to open it up. What you think about comes about. There is nothing more profound in our world if you can get that concept. What you think about comes about. And a lot of people are like, yeah, it sounds kind of like a hokey motivational thing. No, it is absolutely dead true. The thoughts you are having is what you are manifesting into your life. So what this app does is you get a chance to be intentional about the thoughts you're having, and you can rewire your brain, and you can have an amazing life. So Think Up, guys, that's an app. It was an all-star. It came from Eric Zanatelli, found it some way really quickly, too. We gave him the Most Valuable Player Award this weekend for his service to this company, guys. He is not on my payroll. I do not pay him for the testimonies. I do not pay him for all the calls that he's done with so many people to help. So thank you very much to Eric on that. And we appreciate you and we love you. So anybody else have something that they want to in the chat box can say, hey, Dennis, I want to share something from this weekend.
Eric has one.
Okay. Eric Zanatelli, unmute yourself.
Yeah, what I'd like to say is with that Think Up app, and I read the book, how I got to the Think Up app is I started with the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. And one of the important things to do with the Think Up app is when you do your affirmations, you do 3 times. You say it 3 times, so you hear yourself saying it 3 times, and you'll get to where you're repeating it, and it'll burn it into your psyche much faster than just saying the affirmation once and going to the next affirmation. So I strongly suggest it, and Dr. Shad Helmstetter, PhD, says that's the way to do it if you really want to burn it into your psyche. So I had a fantastic time last week. It was a blessing and an honor to be with all the people we were with, and I'm humbled by the MVP award, but that's awesome. So thank you.
You earned it, buddy, so thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. So somebody else said that they want to share something in here. I see Bobby McGeehan next.
Hey, good morning, guys. So I think for me, it was pretty astounding to see the light bulb go off for a lot of people in the room when we were talking about the future value calculation.
Yes.
So whether it's just giving you peace of mind to know you're on track, or giving you a new goal, or better understanding of where you're headed. I think if you don't know your retirement number or your goal, do that immediately, because it will take a burden and a big weight off your shoulders to just understand where you need to be. So
yeah, it was so interesting, guys. So it happened about midway through, and everybody was grading themselves on personal finance. And then from the moment that we did that exercise to the rest of the event, everybody got up and said it like this: well, I used to be a 4 in personal finance, and now I'm a 7 because I know my number. That's how much it can change when you know exactly what you need to save. So you say, I want to retire at 62 or whatever, what that needs to be. And then you use the calculator. It's called a future value calculator. I use Calculator Soup online. I just put future value calculator into Google. When do I want to retire? What's the number I need to do? And then I put in 9% as the interest. Sometimes I go between 9 and 10. Historical average, just so you know, the S&P, go look it up. It's 10.11%. So that's what I'm building it on. And then you can find out how much you need to save per year. And then you just divide that by 12 for how many years you have left. The number astounded people when they said, oh my God, I only need to save that to have that. And it gave them so much peace of mind. It was literally it was a paradigm shift for so many people. So thanks for sharing that, Bobby. Somebody else said that they have one. Scott Pendleton.
Hi there.
Hey.
One of the big takeaways for me, I've got pages and pages of notes in my journal, so I took away so much. The event was amazing. I just encourage anybody that's not done a live event, go. But one of my big takeaways, and I did sign up for the app, is don't be a critic towards others or towards myself. I think sometimes we tend to be critical of our staffs. If you have a staff, sometimes we tend to be critical of our customers. And can get impatient with them, and we can be very critical of ourselves. We're all typically, hard chargers, type A personalities. You always think you could do better. Give yourself the grace to not be so critical of yourself or your customers. Be patient. That's a tough one for me.
That's okay. That's okay. But you're excited about learning how to do it though right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. Super excited. Yeah.
Awesome, man. That's a really cool share. Thank you. So Dante says everything revolves around mindset. Do you want to say anything, Dante, or is that just a statement?
Well, it's a statement, but it's now, after visiting the live event, it's becoming a way of life now, and I'm excited about that. I mean, yes, it's a statement which people go, yeah, I get it. But after witnessing these last few days at the live event, it's now, as I shared with my wife and children yesterday, it's now more than a mindset. It's a way of life that I'm very excited about. So thank you.
Cool, man. We're excited for you. Jane Estes.
Okay. For me, since we all think that all these people that we see and talk to have it so together, and we're thinking, why do I feel like I'm lacking? This community made me feel like, we all have things that we want to work on, and we're all in this together, and that was phenomenal. That's
cool. That's a cool takeaway, and a specific takeaway for you guys too is, lean into your coaches, lean into your small groups in there, lean into the big group, lean into the overall group. There's phenomenal people here, guys, that are here to help and serve. So when you have something going on, lean into your coaches, your small group, and into the big group. And because, we're here to serve. So that's really cool. Amber.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey.
So for me, what was actually cool had nothing necessarily to do with what everybody said, as much as just the community piece and the importance of really great friends on the same path. And what was cool about the event is that I can say I have that. Like anybody that was there, I could reach out to, and that there is real friendship, right? And I think that when we're all so busy can be something that we miss.
Mm-hmm. I love that you said that, because guys, this can be a very lonely business. Even if you're in an office with cool people, it can still be lonely, right? Because we are pitted against each other with scorecards and all these different things. We're graded against each other, and that can create loneliness. And here's the thing: is we're all better together. That's the truth. That is the absolute truth. So I appreciate you sharing that, Amber. Somebody at Rick Melville.
So one of my big takeaways was be extremely specific about how you want your practice to be, and then operate and drive towards that goal, but then feel as if you're already there.
Yes. So can you give me an example for everybody that's going, what are you talking about, dude?
Right. So if, this is totally Jenny Stoner's.
That's fine. Yeah.
So, if you say, I envision my practice being able to help 150 families buy homes at an average loan size of 2.5 over the next 12 months, with an officer assistant that does X and a production part does Y, while working from 9 to 6, 8 to 4, whatever it is, and still taking care of myself and maintaining my sanity. That's how I'm going to operate. I'm going to drive towards that practice, but my mindset is going to be that I'm already there. I'm happy. Yes. I'm already there, and I keep driving towards it.
Okay, you ready for this, guys? What he just said? This is going to freak a lot of people out, but see if you can hang in there with me. A goal is not something to get to. It's something to come from. Write that down for me. A goal is not something to get to. When I get to this level of this, when I get to this, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be free. Then I'll be peaceful. Then I'll be excited. It's when I get this goal, I will be free, happy, excited, peaceful. So I need to be happy and excited and peaceful now so that I can get to that goal. Does that make sense to everybody? I know that's so counter to what everybody else tells you, because Madison Avenue, our whole world is set up to buy my thing, then you'll be happy. Get to this plateau, then you'll be happy. Get to this, then you'll be this. That is not the path there, though, for you. The path there is, this is exactly what I want in my life. This is exactly the benefit of that result. What's the benefit of that result? What you'll see is when you do this in live events, you see that most people want freedom, they want happiness, they want peace, they want love, they want joy. And what they're doing is they're saying, I will sacrifice all of that to get to that, where actually you can pull that now into here, then you'll get anything you want in your life. If that makes sense to everybody. Jack Jones.
So I just wanted to mention, if this helps anybody, this Think Up app, that what I've experienced trying it yesterday and today is one block or challenge I've had in the past is having to think up these affirmations and actually do them. And what I found is when you pre-record them, this is what I experienced this morning, I just didn't have to do any thinking. I just got out of bed, ran down to my basement and started doing some stretches and just turned these things on, and it just made it easier to do. So
it's
there's
so
a
easy
specific thing about this app. The app isn't just great. This is why it's great.
Yeah. And for anything, yeah, guys, it tells you exactly what to say. You get to pick in all these different categories, whatever you're looking for in your life. There's so many different categories. You record it, and then you can put whatever kind of music you want to it. That can become now just your background music when you're doing a 1003 as well. Seriously, you will retrain your brain. So whatever you want in your life, what's holding us back is that, that negative dude in our heads, or the negative chick in our heads that's telling us a story that does not exist. So being intentional about creating the story that we do want to exist is the path to really transformation. Jack, you made a big shift there this weekend too. That was cool to see, buddy.
Thank you.
Jill.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I had a real shift. I think it was when John was speaking, but we got into just a bit of building team, and I had a shift in terms of seeing that as an opportunity to develop my leadership skills, as opposed to a necessity in order to reach my financial goals. And it really kind of made me excited then about bringing like-minded people on my team, as opposed to it was just kind of like a necessary evil that I was going to have to do, or else I'd drive myself crazy in my reaching the financial goals I wanted. So that was a pretty huge shift for me, because it's made it so that I'm excited about building that team, as opposed to it's just something I have to do.
Very, very cool. Yeah, John Cabello got very, very open and honest, and was talking about he has a team and then how he can be a better leader, and that he was having some struggles with that. And what we discussed was that leadership's a skill. It's not something that's innately born in anybody, and any skill can be learned and worked on. And so I thought that one was fantastic too, Jill. That was amazing, because I saw a big shift in him when he said, "Oh, it's not that I'm not a leader, so I can't build a team," as opposed to, "Oh, I can learn how to be a great leader, and then I'll have a great team." So that was a cool shift too that I saw too. So thanks for sharing that. Roger, go ahead.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Good. The biggest thing I came away with is, if you've come from a place in the past that you don't like, you get to rewrite your story from the point that you're at.
Yes. And that think about helps a ton with that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Thanks for sharing, man. That was an amazing shift you made there. John Bauman.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, man, how are you?
Just working, man, working. So, yeah, I mean, keeping your head in the game, especially when you have to deal with, let's say negativity, around you and whatnot. It's hard. It's a challenge, but, if I can approve, the voices that are in my head, I think that's going to be the catalyst that I need to start to progress to what I need.
That's absolutely right. Well, thanks for sharing, man. So guys, right now we have 10 minutes left. So I'm going to, I'm just not sure who Jerry is. I don't have a memory of that. So I'm not trying to purposely.
That's Lewis.
It's Lewis. Oh, Lewis. Oh.
He's on a different computer.
Jerry is Lewis. Got it. Lewis, do you want to share something?
I'm sure he wants to talk about boot camp.
Wait, you're muted, Lewis. I got 30 seconds though, Lewis.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Go ahead.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Derek. I wanted to thank everyone, you, Shira, and all the participants for really welcoming me like one of the members of the party or one of the members of the group.
You
which
are
I never thought of it that way before. So that was my biggest takeaway, that I have always somebody to turn to if I have any questions.
Well, thank you, Lewis. You definitely do, buddy. Okay, guys, we have 10 minutes left. So what I want to do now is start to shift out of this weekend and start shifting into the future. If you guys can all just get into a place right now where you can say, okay, you know what? I'm ready to start talking about the fall. I know it feels like the middle of the summer right now, or people are coming back from whatever, kids are going to school, you got one more vacation this week or whatever. But this is the time that energy starts to shift. And if you can get ahead of any kind of energy shifts in markets, you're going to do a lot better. Okay, there is a definitive energy shift the Tuesday after Labor Day. So it is palpable. It is when people are like, it's like they come out of like a summer doldrum and they're, whoa, oh my God, I need to refinance, or I need to get that. I didn't do anything for the last 8 to 10 weeks. So right now is the time to start shifting out of summer mode. This is one of these times that I talk about that there is an absolute sprint coming up here. And the way that I like to do our sprints, and the way that we do it in our company, the way that I do it personally, is I go to the end of the sprint And I say, first, what's my vacation, or what's my gift that I'm going to give myself at the end? What is that at the end? This is how I do it. And so I want everybody to at least indulge me right now. If you do things a little bit differently than us, that's totally cool. But I want you to at least try this on. So this year, Christmas comes on a Monday. That's a fantastic time for Christmas to come, because you can almost get 2 weeks off if you wanted to. So when we talk to people and we say, how many vacations do you take a year? How much time do you take? 1 week. And I know, and, it's a really bad source of topic for them. This is the best time of the year that you'll get grace from your customers, from your realtors, from everybody during that time of year. So even if you don't take a real vacation or something of that nature, at least knowing that there's a really good spot. And I would encourage all of you guys to look at it as a time to rest, recharge, and rejuvenate. Be with your families, make new goals. At the end of that period too, that's when we'll do our next live event too. So then if, hopefully you guys all come, we'll get the details on that. Now that I'm done with this one, then I can start thinking about the next one. But at the end of that 2 week period, we'll have a live event too to get you fired up for the next sprint period. So, go out now and really say, I'd love for somebody to say, hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off the Thursday before Christmas. I'm going to shut it down all the way till 2 days after New Year's. And I'm going to feel great about that. I'll tell you this too. In order to get that, you have to have that in your mind by October, because that's when you have a lot of pre-approvals out. And I did this always in the lending business, guys. I shut down for 2 weeks in the lending business, doing 111 million, and our whole office shut down. It can be done. You cannot tell me it can't be done. I'm telling you how to do it though. You have to start now with that intention. And in October, with every pre-approval and everybody that you do, you just say, hey, listen, our offices are closed from December 20th till January 3rd. So let's pick a closing date, or, on January 4th, or let's get it. What I did is I said, let's get everything closed by December 20th. And I told everybody. And I would do it in the positive. I'd said it like this. You guys do not want to be closing, and this is the truth. You do not want to be trying to close a house around the Christmas holidays, because everybody's off. And if there's any last second issues, we're not going to be able to get them on the phone. So I was saying that was part of my dialogue from October 1st on. I encourage you guys to do that, and do not have a limiting belief of, yeah, but I can't do that. That is only a limiting belief. I know a lot of people that did. So you can do that. Then when you start from that place and you go, okay, cool, this is what I'm doing now, and that's my intention, then I'd like for you to come back into this moment and say, what am I going to accomplish in my business? So on December 20th or whatever it is, that I can feel great about going on vacation. What is the one big thing that you're going to get accomplished in your business so that you can feel great? So you're not in scarcity during a time off, that you're like, I hit my goal, I deserve this time off, and I'm okay even if I happen to not get this one loan. I'm okay because even if I happen to not get this one loan. That's an abundant mindset, as opposed to a scarcity one of, oh my God, if I don't take this, and now Christmas holidays are ruined. And you know what? I don't even like to curse that much, but you end up being pissed the whole time during the Christmas holidays that you took it, and you're mad at the realtor, you're mad at the borrower, and it's only your fault. And resentments come. So what I would encourage you guys to do is that, and then I'd like to go around and see if we can create some energy. No explanations in this because I'm down to 4 minutes. Just, hey, I'm taking off now, and here's the one thing I'm going to get accomplished. It can be a unit goal. It can be a volume goal. It can be a system goal. It can be a process goal. Dude, that's 20 weeks or 15 weeks or however long that is. I'm going to do the system for 15 weeks. It can be anything. It can be whatever your goal is, that you can say, I am absolutely so excited that I got this done, and I can take some time off because I deserve it. So who wants to go? If you can go in the chat box. When are you taking off? What are you going to get accomplished? Say it from a position of power. Power. Position of power. So I am. Not I will or if, any of those. No weak language. I am. Derek, I'm taking off December 20th, and I will close 27 loans. Boom. That's what I'm looking for, that energy. Does that make sense to everybody? I've only got one person. That's not going to be enough to create any energy in here in 3 minutes. Come on. Aubrey smiling. Come on, Aubrey. Come on, girl. Amber's got one for me. We got Paul. We got 4. Okay, now we got the 5, 6. Let's keep it. Come on. Dude, give me a couple more. Give me a couple more. We're going to end strong right here. Guys, get into your power when you're saying this. No explanation. I'm taking off here. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, we're going to end this really strong. Okay, give me a couple more. Give me 3 more. 3 more people. At 2. Thank you, Aubrey. We got 1 more. Robert Harris. Okay, we're good. All right, here we go. We're going right down that line. So it starts at Paul. Unmute. Go. Boom.
Hi, Derek. I'm going to be taking my family to North Carolina, Boone, North Carolina, Tuesday, the 26th, and I'll be closing 25 units.
Bam. Like that specificity. Amber.
I am so excited to close 3 million in 1 month before the end of 2017, and I will be taking off December 22nd through January 5th.
Bam. That's 4 weeks. I love that. All right, cool. Or 2 weeks, sorry. Aaron C.
What's up, everybody? I'm gonna stick with my system. I already booked a week in Maui in February, and then I'm gonna hire a new junior LO at the end of the year when I stick to my system.
Boom. Nice. Lisa Marie. If you're talking, we're not hearing you, Lisa.
Still muted.
Still muted. Hey, go ahead.
I'm going to have $3 million of closed production for December. And before I go on vacation on December 22nd, I will already have $3 million on the books for January.
Bam. Love that. All right, cool. Eric Z.
My team and I will serve 40 families the last quarter of this year. And like Lisa, we're going to also have 15 teed up for January before I leave on vacation on the 22nd of December, not to come back until January 6th.
Boom. That's 2 weeks. I love it. Benjamin Neihart.
Hey, guys. I will be leaving for vacation on December 21st, taking my family to Natchitoches for a Christmas festival, and I will close $4 million in loans by the end of the year.
Boom. Bobby McGeehan.
All right, so I'm pumped because I'll be hiring my first LOA end of October, and when we go on break, December 22nd, she will be fully trained and onboarded, and we will have closed $2 million in loans in that first 3 weeks in December, and we'll hit the ground running on January 8th when we come back into the office.
Love it. All right, that was cool. Aubrey.
I am working my system, my Derek Cheney system, between now and the end of the year, and you will see videos from me every Thursday going forward.
Boom. I love process goals. Robert Harris.
I barely plan to work in December. I'm going to play golf at least once a week. And I will still close 10 loans.
Yeah, man.
Vacation whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I'll play golf with you, Robert.
You will get the invite.
We are at 11 a.m. EST. You guys have a fantastic Monday. Thank you to everybody that came this weekend. It was an absolute joy and pleasure, and we'll talk to you guys soon.